Jerry Feldman, CEO for CallSource, says that about 90% of calls, on average, are not handled properly, and that fixing this problem can mean a significant bump in sales.
We've always considered ourselves, our company, as a laboratory. CallSource, in fact, is its own best customer. Over the years, when we provided our technology to people, and as I mentioned earlier, the calls were recorded, and that has really become the thrust of how we can impact on a business. Because over the years, when people were not using the technology, when they weren't listening to their calls, we, of course, at CallSource were frustrated because our system, the CallSource system, impacts on marketing, on sales, on training, and on management. And if someone, a business person and a company, focuses on it and uses these technology tools to improve their business, they can run their business better than 99% of the companies out there. The unfortunate thing is that people somehow end up being too busy to work on their business. They work so hard in their business, they're too busy to work on their business. And they don't take advantage of these tools. And when you don't use the technology, as we've seen over the years with CRMs, companies spend fortunes, some millions of dollars, and didn't have it work effectively and improve their business. We're focused on tools that actually make a difference, on tools that impact on the employees of a company to the extent that they have performance support tools. So everything we do, all the training that we've moved to, is based on how giving them the tools to perform better. As we found that people were not listening to the calls, they were not training their salespeople, I always said, even in the frustration that all of our salespeople and everyone in our company expressed about that fact, said when the customer doesn't do it, it gives us an opportunity to do it and make money with that, support them in that way. So we began years ago to listen to calls. One thing we learned about listening to these calls is that virtually 90% of the calls in every industry, and of course it's true of the auto industry, 90% of the calls were not handled in an appropriate way. Just laziness or sloppiness or people not being trained properly, people not listening to their own calls. And so as we began to listen to the calls and as we began to provide a report card, which we call the telephone performance analysis, and we've moved from evaluating an auto dealership to now, over the years, to this platform where we evaluate not only the dealership, but each individual salesperson and each manager and each regional who's managing those assets, several of those assets.